Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet. I have some really special things to share with you this week. So in the last couple of weeks that I've been crocheting, I've been working, I'm always cleaning. And this week's cleaning led to these projects. And I'm just gonna call it these two. I got two of my most favorite things of the entire year are happening right now. I'm just so happy with these two projects. So we're going to start with the first one, which is an Amigurumi by Straw Hats. Now, she is a very popular designer, and I've had this pattern for the longest, and I have made almost all of her patterns. A majority. I have made a great deal of her patterns, and one of the things that I don't like is that her little legs on her dolls, they don't always stand up. They don't stand up, so you have to like prop them in order for them to stand. And the same is for this one. This one needs to be propped. It can't exactly... I guess all amigurumi that are on the feet can need a little prop, but this one is the best. Here it is. Here he is. Oh, he's so cute with his little feet. He is just epic, 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 epic. Here he is with his little hat. He's gorgeous. He is my favorite amigurumi make of the year. I am so happy. Now, a lot of what we make with amigurumi really has yarn plays such an important role. If I would have made this in different colors or a different yarn, I probably would not have had the same reaction. Oh gosh, he is so, I love him. My honey is calling him Gus Gus, but Gus Gus reminds me of the little mouse in, is it Cinderella? Gus Gus. So I'm gonna enter him in the fair next year. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos that have entered their projects in the fair, and I think I'm going to enter this one. I also may include something I have sewn as well. Not sure. Just to see, it's just for funsies. But this is my most favorite amigurumi make of the year. Such a cute pattern, so many details. That beak. And you guys, I'm just like so out of practice with my crochet because I've been sewing so much. And I also have developed tennis elbow. And I've been working with it with my tennis elbow. I'm just absorbing the pain, basically. But it is excruciating. Anyway, the yarn that I used was all Heartland yarn by Lion Brand. Now, I don't know if I can still get this at Michael's because I think where I tend to get this was Joann's. But this, it just has that heathered look to it. This has speckles of gray with throughout, and it also even looks like tans. So I'd use this for a different project. This is the other color that I used for little Gus. It is kind of sticking because I don't have a name for him. He's just so cute. Anyway, this is the color of Lion Brand that I used for this little guy. I really wanted to make his overalls in blue or green, just like the pattern. But I did not have those colors, and I did not want to stray away from going with a very solid yarn. It would just throw off the whole vibe of this. He's very, I don't know what's the style of this, cottage. It's just, antique-y looking, just, I don't know what to call this style. I have a loss for words, but I didn't want to go with a straight solid colored yarn. So this yellow also has just some texture to the yarn. And this is all heirloom. I'm sorry, Heartland. This is all Heartland yarn, even this one. Now the next project that I made is also by Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland. I love this yarn. But the hat is actually made with a straw. No, what is this yarn? It's not yarn, it's twine. I crocheted twine. I cannot believe I did it, but I did it, and I did it with such a tiny hook. Now, I can't remember where I got this, but I think you could just buy this at Hobby Lobby or a craft store or Dollar Tree maybe. I think I bought it to tie things, and it called for this type of yarn, but I didn't have that yarn, so I used this twine. And it just came out so cool. It's so cool and so stiff and perfect. I love it. The shaping on this little amigurumi is just beyond. It's just beyond. You know, you think it's going to be simple, but all these little details, look at that neck. And even this beak, like, how did she even come up with that little shape that is so perfect that goes like that? It's just so perfect. I loved this design. Straw animals, straw hat, straw animals. I forget the designer, but everything will be linked down below. This is my favorite. What do you think? Do you have a name for my little guy here? He is a goose. He's just so cute. He's definitely a boy. I wonder if I could turn him into a girl. Give him a girl version. I love him. I just absolutely love this little guy. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. That's the my most favorite me make of the year. That little one. Okay. The next one is a garment that I made with this Lion Brand Heartland yarn, and it is my favorite. Let's see it. Look at this. It's so cute. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Just look at this. It's so cute. I love it, love it, love it. This is by Eclair Makery Pizza My Heart sweater. Now the pattern calls for a 5-weight yarn, but I did not want a bulky sweater. I wanted a relaxed fit drapey sweater. And one of the testers made her sweater out of this yarn. Now I think she may have doubled the yarn, I'm not sure. I did not double it. What I did was, since this design, let me sit. This is so cute. Look at this. I did carry the yarn, and I don't mind any of that. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. I am so thrilled with this garment. Okay, this is by Eclair Makery Pizza My Heart sweater. Now, one of the testers made this. I bought this pattern immediately. It has been sitting, and I bought the yarn immediately. So this yarn, in my cleaning sesh, I ran through it, and I was like, I've been wanting to make that sweater for years. It's been sitting in my closet, ready. I haven't touched this yarn. I have it all nice and bundled in a box. All the different colors of Heartland that I thought I might use for this sweater. Oh my goodness. So I finally did it. And this sweater was so fast and so easy. And I used a 5.5 millimeter hook and I went large. I would probably wear a small or medium, No, I would probably wear a medium if I stuck with the 5 weight that she suggests in the pattern, but I did not want a bulky. So I went up a size, large, and went down a size in yarn, obviously, because Heartland is a very drapey yarn, and it is not like your typical 4 weight. It's the strand is much more relaxed. Like, to me, it's just more drapey, and it is. And look at this. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Now, I hate sweaters. When I make crochet sweaters, when I have the sleeves, I don't like that I can't do this. So I made sure to change the pattern to make sure this was much smaller than the rest of the sleeve. I think she keeps it the same. I decreased in the last row of double crochets so that my ribbing would be tight, so that when I went like this, it would stay up. So when I'm washing dishes, I have no drape. I love this sweater. Eclair Makery, I love this sweater, and I love it in this Lion Brand Heartland yarn. Okay. So this is Pizza My Heart sweater, and what's great about this pattern is it has such a size inclusive pattern that it's from baby all the way to, I think, 5X, and it is so easy. The only difficult part, if you're gonna have a difficult part, is, making your heart. It's very simple though. It really is. It's just, you're gonna take your time here just to make sure you have the right amount of baubles. That's it. But it's such a small portion of the sweater, you're not gonna be so angry at yourself. So I'm so happy with this sweater. I'm so ecstatic. My favorite, just the favorites are happening this session. Okay. So since I made this and I made Gus, I still had some Heartland yarn, and 'tis the season for all things pumpkin. So I made a little pumpkin pie. Now I thought that this was going to come out smaller when I was making it. And it has that hexagon shape. So the design is not my favorite. And if I were to do this again, I would definitely make it to where I didn't realize it until I was done, and I was not going to unrip it to do it again. So I know how to make it look round, and so if I make this again, I will make it round. I also changed the pattern on the whipped cream. I think the whipped cream goes up, but I could not follow directions. The pattern was really hard for me to understand. Probably user here, no, the pattern's probably fine. I just didn't get it. And so since I didn't get it, I went with my favorite. It's kind of blown out. I went with my favorite designer, Aquari Wool. Such a fantastic name, because it's like Aquarius and wool, or aqua and wool, which is my favorite color, turquoise. But anyway, Aquari Wool has this little design for a unicorn swirls on her unicorn pattern. So I just took that and used that as my little whipped cream. So that is what I made. Perfect for an amigurumi to hold, but it was not my favorite design. So there's that. It was perfect colors though. So for the crust and the pumpkin pie, these colors are gorgeous. Heartland Lion Brand yarn, these colors are just stunning. Okay, for my next crochet amigurumi, another YouTuber, Bonnie, I was inspired by Strawberry at Strawberry Bonnie Crochet. She had made me these little bees, leggy froggies in the colors of a bee, and I just thought, that blew my mind. And since I'm trying to get rid of my thick weight yarns, I made this, and then I had the idea of Strawberry Bonnie, I had yellow and I had black. So I was like, maybe I can make the same thing that Bonnie made for me. And so I tried. I failed. I did not make the wings. So here's how mine came out. I cannot believe the difference in size. Strawberry Bonnie, I used Premier Parfait chunky type yarn, and look at the difference. Look at that. Look how tiny she made hers. Mine came out big, and I think I used a number 5 hook, or yeah, I think I used a 5, but hers came out so much tiny. So yeah, there is my little, I did not make the wings because I was like, well, I don't know how I'm going to make my wings. So I was just going to copy another design and see if I could find some wings to put on it. I do have a lot more yellow and black, and this would go a long way. I could make a lot of these. So I tried to copy Strawberry Bonnie's crochet, and I think hers is just so much more cuter. She used a very fine yarn for the mouth. I did not. I also embroidered the eyes instead of using, I forbid, oh gosh, unless I have Hobby Lobby's safety eyes, I don't want any more safety eyes. I feel like throwing all my safety eyes away, and I have a ton of sizes, but I can't find any backs that work, and I don't want to buy more, and I'm not really making a lot. So there we go. I made it a little leggy froggy in bee colors. Okay, so this next item, the bags that I had made for my son's friend, they loved them and they want more. They want 2 more bags, different styles. And so again, I went to my stash of patterns that I already have purchased and the yarn that I already have. So I'm really trying not to buy any and use up what I have. It's really hard because I don't have enough of one color. This is the Bayside bucket bag, and I love the pattern, but my yarn plays such a huge role. So since yarn plays such a huge role, I am not liking this so much, but the design is great. And that is this. It's so big. This is called the Bayside bucket bag. Now I want to dress this up. I made this in purple yarns. Purple yarn from Hobby Lobby. We all love that yarn, that cotton yarn. It's so soft. And the bottom is big, okay? So it's great. It's a great size bag. But my colors just don't do this bag any justice. Nor, I think I'm supposed to make these smaller, but I was thinking, since I didn't really like it, that I was going to dress it up with maybe some beads. But I was having a hard time with the beads I have. They were just not working right. So I could make these smaller to where they're just little bits hanging in. I just think this looks messy and I don't like it. This is how the pattern did it, but these are much smaller. And the pattern did it in 3 different colors. So this part, this top part was a different color. This part was a different color. And this was in 2 colors. And then this was the 3rd color. And so I'm supposed to use the colors that I used for the bottom of the bag. One here, one here. So, like I said, yarn plays a huge role. Love the bag, love the design. It is very nice and roomy. This is nice. My join is not that great here. This yarn is not Hobby Lobby yarn. It is very thick and hard to use, like sturdy, you know, like a sturdy yarn, and that's fine. That's because this is the handle and I wanted it to be sturdy, but it didn't make for a very nice ending when I merge the two sides, but no biggie. So this is the Bayside bucket bag, and this will fit a lot. I put all the yarn that I was using in here. So Circulo Natural was the handle, and then of course I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, and then I was going to try and incorporate this one, so but it just, I don't know that it will be good. Anyway, that is my bag. Now this particular pattern, you hold the yarn double, so it is quite sturdy. Love it. Love the thickness and the design. Just not happy with my color choices nor my yarn choices for this bag. Color choices. The yarn was beautiful. The yarn is lovely. So that is the bucket bag. And then in my cleaning sesh, of course, I'm always cleaning. I ran into a couple of things that I didn't get to finish last time. So these little owls I had not finished, and I put 2 different key charms on them. These are so cute. There we go. He's always turning. Okay, so the only thing that they really needed was to finish the bottom here. And I thought I was going to put some beads or some dangly things, and I just decided to keep it shaggy. And I put a little tiny charm on here, and I put a little tiny charm. Oh, I must have not put it on here. Okay, so I only put a tiny charm on this one. This one was my favorite. But what I wanted to tell you is this hardware. So buying hardware at Hobby Lobby was good. There are great ones and they are cheap. But what I found was this little pack on Amazon. So if you're making keychains or crochet keychains, I found this on Amazon. And oh my goodness, is this loaded with everything you need. Perfect. I love this pack. So worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a video and show you. So we have all these little rings, and they're individually in each of these little bags. And then I have all these fish hooks in so many different sizes. But look at those rings. I mean, there's so many rings to choose from and so many fish hook sizes to choose from. The only thing is they're all in silver. I'll check to see if they're in gold and link those too, but I love this. And then this one, this little baggie has little chain links so that you can add chain to your rings to add more dangles. I love this pack. This is the perfect pack because it has everything you need in every size to work up so many different projects for zipper pulls or bags, key charms, anything. So I'm so happy that I finished these. So that's another thing out the door that I'm done. Next thing I want to share is a couple of sewing things. This is some project bags, and they are going to be a gift. So I had not completely finished them. I did share them in my sewing video, which nobody has continued to watch. So we'll see. But this, I finished it. So I think I had made it all. I just needed the pull tabs, the pull strings. So here it is. And I've added this ribbon, and I think it complements it so nicely. Now this one is nice. I just love this design, and it says nice day, and it has a little embroidery on the back as well. But I'm going to save that for another. I'll keep that to myself. So yeah, I finished it with these little ribbon pulls. Okay, and then the next one I made, so gorgeous. I just love this embroidery design. But I also added the last detail, which is the pulls. Now I kept this one long, and this one is much thicker. So this one is quilted and nice and soft. So a tablet can go in here, books or whatever that you want to keep safe. It's nice and thick. But what I liked is that I added this little hardware on here. I found these in my cleaning and I think it's the perfect addition to this little drawstring bag, project bag. So I finished those two. Now just for some fabric love, I purchased some fabric. Some things missing in my stash. So I've been enjoying sewing, but what I'm finding is that I have so many print fabrics, but not a lot of solids. And this fabric, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I just got the whole rainbow in every color. So these are the cool ones. But they have this light little speckled color going on. You kind of see it in the yellow. Anyway, so I picked up some of these solids for some exciting solid instead of going all crazy wild in my prints. But that is my next pick here. So I have a couple more fabrics here. This is from Japan. This design, yep, made in Japan. Oh my goodness, this is just the quirky, cutest fabric. Look at this. Look at these little kitties. They're all doing a little something different in this brown. It's just beautiful. So I just picked up a very small portion. I think a quarter, half a yard maybe. So cute. And this, I thought I got more than one. Oh yes. Okay, here's one more from Japan. So cute. You gotta love it. These bears with umbrellas. Look at how cute. I wish, okay, so every so often you see the back side of the bear. So this one is the back side, but the rest are all forward facing. Let's see how many. It's so cute. I love this fabric. And then this fabric has like little speckles in it. It's canvasy. Actually, I think this is, no, it's not canvas. It's just a different texture than the cotton. It's not super soft. It has that canvas feel. So those are some fabric love purchases that I made that I couldn't help myself with. But, who is this designer? This is by Zen Chic by Moda. Zen Chic by Moda. They're all the same, like little design, have those little speckles, but every color. Okay. And then, of course, I had to get some from Italy. Now we're going with Italy. And I got these two colorways. This is Liberty. The oh so beautiful Liberty fabrics. I got a small cut of these. This is called Patchwork. And so pretty. And then I also got this colorway in Patchwork. I only got a small one. Little. So pretty. So yes, these are from Italy. These are from Japan. And this is Zen Fabrics. So pretty. So that is my fabric purchase that I couldn't help myself this couple of weeks. I hope you are having a great week. I'm anxious for this cool weather so I can break out the sweater weather and cover up and bundle up and wear all the cozy things. It's always nice when a new season comes because we're so ready for it. Okay, one last thing. I have not forgotten about making a tutorial for my little bowls here. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the right setup. So I'm working on it. I want to get the right setup so I can record it without someone having to record over me. So that is all that I'm doing. I'm going to work on that. It's coming. Okay, so if you'd like to share anything with me, drop it in the comments and I shall see you again soon. Bye.